in the series?
I think anytime you come and play in Australia, it's a huge challenge. We know that as an English team, history tells you that, and that makes it exciting. I think Australians tend to play well here. Obviously, lost to India recently at this venue, so it proves it's not impossible to beat Australia here. But we know to be able to do that, we're going to have to perform close to our best. I think as a side, we focus a lot on ourselves. The opposition are a fantastic team, but we know if we bring our A game, we're going to be there or thereabouts.
There's been so much talk about English batters, techniques, especially the openers and stuff. You get a lot of right balls. So when you do come here, it's bounce and all that. So do you have to make technical adjustments, or are they just slight alterations here and there?
I think that's the challenge of international cricket is anywhere you go in the world, you're going to have to adjust. At some points technically and other points tactically. The skill of being able to play international cricket around the world is to adapt to the conditions that are put up in front of you. So coming to Australia with no extra bounce compared to other places we go and play in the world. That's what makes the preparation very key. And I think your first 20 balls as a batsman, when you get out there into the middle to try and assess conditions and to play accordingly as to what the conditions are on any given day. I think you look around the best players who ever played the game are the guys who can assess conditions very well, and that's what all of us have been trying to do and will be trying to do into the game.
Just on Ollie Robinson, most of what he but considering the new band, how crucial are runs from Chris Stokes and Ollie Robinson along the order to actually be the difference in the series?
Yeah, I think that's quite a big trend, I'd say, in the way cricket's changed over the years. A lot of bowlers working a lot harder on their batting. Those lower order runs have been crucial in a lot of games that sides have had success. And I think as an English team as well, playing in bowler-friendly conditions at times in England, those lower order runs are vital. And again, in conditions such as this, if you can eke out extra runs from your lower order, that's going to go a long way to helping you win the game. And also guys, say you got a set batsman who's in with the bowlers, allowing him to bat for longer as well. So all the bowlers work, not just an England team, I think all teams around the world, I'd say bowlers work a lot harder on their batting now than maybe they used to.
Just obviously the fifth test in Perth has been confirmed that it might be there. Is there a preference from the English side of things we want to play that final test?
No, not at all. I think sitting here today with the match starting tomorrow, that feels a long way away. So I think all of the squad's focus is very much on tomorrow.
It is an Ashes, so there's nothing to lose. There's everything to lose in that sense. But do you feel like, given the record the Aussies have here over you guys, and the fact that they're going, the men as well, they're going at full strength. Now know Jimmy's not going to play, etc. Do you feel like you do have a little bit of a mentality in coming, nothing to lose, free swing at the Aussies at the Gabba, because all the pressure is essentially on them?
Yeah, I guess so to an extent. I don't think we have anything to lose. Like you say, we've got everything to gain. But we go into every game wanting to win, wanting to play well. But we know to do that against Australia here, you've got to be at your best. So nothing much really changes from the way we need to approach the game. But no, certainly we've got nothing to lose. But that doesn't mean that we accept losing. We want to play well. We want to get a result out of this game.
Jos, there's been such an intense glare on your captain. Michael Boyd came out today, said this will define his captaincy. Joe told us it will define his captaincy this series. He's the best bat. He's had so much going on off the field. Are you guys just conscious he doesn't feel like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders going into the series? And, some of you more senior guys are just aware of that and how you can support him through the series.
Absolutely. He needs lots of support. We know how well the form he's been in with the bat this year. So we must support him as the rest of the squad. We know he's our best player with the bat, so but we want to support him and help him share that load. But he's been in incredible form this year, especially. So I'm sure he comes here determined to continue that. But yeah, it's a massive series for him. Of course, he feels that is a defining series. In my eyes, can't say it would be over such a long period of a great career that he's had and will still have going forward. But it's a massive moment, isn't it, as an Englishman to come here with your team to captain a side in Australia. So we're determined to help sort of shed that load, isn't it, that is on him. But that's a full squad effort. It's the players in the team, the supports, and everyone around him.
We'll do Josh and then one more in the room, and then we'll go to the Zoom.
Will you take the gloves back from based on getting the last test? Are you going to keep?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. I'm preparing to keep wicket, but obviously there's a strong squad here, and wait to see.
Just we've seen some ferocious bowling spells here. Gabba, Mitchell Johnson terrorised the English side. Do you feel like you've got the bowling attack? You can turn it back on the Aussies if they really go aggressive in this first test.
Yeah, I think what's important is to again assess conditions and bowl well. What's required on the pitch. Obviously, say the weather's been different to what usually coming into a game is, so maybe the pitch may play differently. But certainly someone like Mark Wood bowls with express pace. There's someone who's nice to face in the nets and can really crank up. So if that's what's required and he's in the 11, that's a possibility. But generally speaking, anywhere you go in the world, good bowlers don't miss a length and they're consistent and they continually keep pressure on batsmen. I think as a batsman, that's what you least like to face. So I'm sure all our guys will be very much focused on that as well.
Okay, we're going to go to Zoom. We're going to start with James Cole from Sky Sports News in the UK. A couple of questions from James, and then we'll go to Simon Mann at the BBC. A couple from him. So go ahead, James.
Hi, Jos. I just missed that at the top. Could you just clarify the situation with James Anderson and how that affects the bowling attack and what your decisions are?
Yeah, as he is fit. He's been bowling for a while. He's obviously bowled well in the nets yesterday. He's bowling again today. Had a few spells in the sort of truncated warm-up game that we had. But I think just a precautionary measure with an incredibly long series ahead, and making sure that I think the guys are just playing it a little bit safe.
And so how fit is Ben Stokes? Can he bowl his full allocation? Can he play as a full part bowler?
Yeah, definitely. Ben's fit to play. Has been performing very nicely in the nets and that warm-up game. He looks fit. He looks strong. He's bowling well. He's hitting the ball well as well. So it's a massive plus, obviously, for us as a side with Ben being available to play. He brings so much to the team, not just with his skill set on the field, his character we all know about as well. So it's great to have him back amongst the ranks. It's a big lift for everyone in the dressing room.